Did President Trump just strike a historic peace deal with Iran, only to have his own party attempt to sabotage it? The White House is absolutely furious, blasting former Secretary of State Mike Pompeo and Senator Ted Cruz for what they're calling an attempt to undermine critical peace efforts, with accusations even pointing to the illegal abuse of security clearances. This is a bombshell development, and it's igniting a major firestorm right in the heart of American foreign policy. Before we dive into this explosive political battle, if you want to stay on top of everything happening in U.S. politics, hit that subscribe button right now and leave a like. It really helps this channel grow and ensures you don't miss out on these crucial stories. Sources within the Trump administration, including White House Communications Director Stephen Chung and former counterterrorism advisor Sebastian Gorka, are launching a scathing public attack against these Republican figures. Chung, in a furious X post, directly targeted Mike Pompeo, stating, "Mike Pompeo has no idea what the F he's talking about. He should shut his stupid mouth and leave the real work to the professionals. He's not read into anything that's happening, so how would he know?" This is not just a disagreement, it's a public broadside, indicating a deep rift within the Republican establishment over President Trump's approach to Iran. President Trump himself weighed in on Sunday morning, taking to Truth Social to rebuke his critics, both past and present. He unequivocally defended his administration's current negotiations, contrasting them sharply with what he called the worst deals ever made by the Obama administration, specifically the Iran nuclear deal. Trump declared, "The negotiations are proceeding in an orderly and constructive manner, and I have informed my representatives not to rush into a deal and that time is on our side. The blockade will remain in full force and effect until an agreement is reached, certified, and signed. Both sides must take their time and get it right. There can be no mistakes." He also hinted at a future where Iran might even join the Abraham Accords, a bold vision of regional peace. The core of the controversy lies in the differing interpretations of the ongoing talks. Pompeo, who now contributes to Fox News, posted on X suggesting that any deal being floated would be a capitulation, echoing what he described as the Wendy Sherman-Robert Malley Ben Rhodes playbook, a strategy he believes would lead Iran to build a weapons of mass destruction program and terrorize the world, which he argues is not remotely America first. He advocated for a simpler approach: open the damned strait. Deny Iran access to money. Take out enough Iranian capability so it cannot threaten our allies in the region. Sebastian Gorka, while not confirming the specifics of the negotiations, escalated the conflict by questioning Pompeo's motives and potentially his legal standing. Gorka suggested Pompeo might be illegally abusing his residual high-security clearance, posing the stark question, "So are you a liar or a criminal, Pompeo?" This implies that if Pompeo truly knew the details he was referencing, he must have obtained classified information illegally. Senator Marco Rubio, another Republican voice, also weighed in, defending the president's commitment to preventing Iran from acquiring nuclear ambitions. Rubio called the idea that Trump would agree to a deal that strengthens Iran's nuclear program absurd, while affirming a preference for diplomatic means. However, he remained cautiously optimistic, emphasizing that agreements on paper must be implemented in action. Senator Ted Cruz also drew the ire of the Trump camp. He expressed deep concern about reports of an Iran deal, fearing it would result in billions of dollars flowing to the regime, allowing them to enrich uranium, develop nuclear weapons, and maintain control over the Strait of Hormuz. Cruz called for Trump to hold the line, defend America and force the red lines he has repeatedly drawn. This prompted a sharp retort from one of Trump's outside political advisors, Alex Bruesewitz, who tweeted at Cruz, "Cool, Ted. No one asked you, bro. Stop trying to undermine the president and his administration." Cruz, in turn, fired back, accusing young political grifters pushing Iran appeasement of not helping the president and telling Bruesewitz, "Hush, child. The adults are talking." Amidst this internal Republican warfare, a notable anti-war voice from the right, Senator Rand Paul, offered a different perspective. He urged critics to give President Trump the space to negotiate, stating, "War virtually always ends with negotiations. Critics of President Trump's peace negotiations should give President Trump the space to find an American-first solution. This entire episode highlights a critical juncture in U.S. foreign policy. On one hand, the White House is presenting a narrative of progress and strategic diplomacy, aiming for a breakthrough that could reshape regional stability. On the other, powerful figures within the Republican Party, including former cabinet officials and influential senators, are raising serious alarms, fearing a repeat of past concessions and a jeopardizing of national security interests. The debate isn't just about Iran, it's about the very direction and principles of American foreign policy under President Trump and the internal power dynamics that will shape its future. Who will ultimately prevail in this high-stakes debate, and what will be the lasting consequences for global security? So, what do you think about this explosive clash within the Republican Party over President Trump's Iran policy? Are Pompeo and Cruz legitimate critics raising valid concerns about national security, or are they simply trying to undermine a president who might be on the verge of a diplomatic triumph? Drop your opinion in the comments below. I read every single one. This is a story that's still unfolding, and the implications are enormous. We'll be watching closely to see how this plays out. Stay informed, stay engaged.